What's up, everybody? Hope everybody's having a good day. I am about to take y'all to Kentucky, Murray, Kentucky, and I have a buddy over here that owns an outfitting business. It's called Clark's River Whitetails. It's ran by Wes Steele in Murray, Kentucky. He has picked up 3 new leases since last year. We're gonna go scout those out. February is a perfect time to go scouting because you can really see through the canopy because there's no foliage on the trees. You can pick out bedding areas and trails, and you can kind of break down a piece of property a whole lot better than you can whenever there's leaves, foliage, and everything's just grown up. You just can't see. Let's run up to Kentucky, see what we can get into, do some scouting. We might even find some sheds. So I'll catch y'all up here, Murray, Kentucky, 7-hour drive, and we will begin the work mission tomorrow. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Appreciate y'all coming again with me on a scouting mission. You know, the work never stops for whitetail hunters. You know, if you love it, it's just what you do. We're about to cross the mighty Mississippi. Let's see if you can hold your breath. Look, if you ain't never crossed the Mississippi down here on I-20, it's a tradition to try to hold your breath from bank to bank. So, y'all get ready. Get ready to hold your breath. All right, here we go. Get ready. Right now. Make it? Did you make it? I was speeding just a little bit so we could get it over with, so we passed the challenge. Let's keep going. Fill her up, boy! Woo! So on these long trips by myself and riding this truck and hunting, sitting in the woods, your mind just goes to thinking about random things. And one thing that I was just thinking about is God's creation. So just go here with me for a second. We take it for granted, all the things in this earth, the deer, the squirrels, the grass, the trees, people, the ocean, fish, all these things. And then you can take it to an even deeper level of, especially if you're in the healthcare industry and know a little bit about anatomy. Think about you. Think about your body. Think about your heart, your lungs, the blood inside your body, how your heart and lungs work together. Muscle fibers, muscle tissue, bones, and I'm probably going a little bit too far with it, but that God's creation. So just think about your heart beating. We take it for granted. Think about your lungs taking a deep, clean, fresh breath. It's amazing. It's a miracle, what it is. So, and people say that there's no God, and they just think it just happened. Negative. We didn't just happen. So, I'm gonna share a quick verse with you, and it's in Psalms 139, 13, and 14. David writes, "For it was you who created my inward parts. You knit me together in my mother's womb. I will praise you because I have been fearfully and wonderfully made." So just remember that each and every one of y'all watching this video was made and created by God. And you're here for a purpose. You're here for a reason. So just remember that. Okay, that's enough of that. Let's get back to driving, okay? We're almost to Tennessee, I think. We're somewhere in North Mississippi. But just think about that for a minute. Just stop, pause the video, close your eyes, and think about creation. It's kind of mind-boggling. We don't take time to just think about it. We take it for granted because it's always been. All right, guys, I'm on the state line of Tennessee and Kentucky. I just got groceries at that little store right there, getting some gas, and we're about 20 minutes away from the lodge. Getting closer. All right, guys, here I am. I'm at the lodge where I'll be staying my duration of this trip. It's a nice place. There's a bathroom. I'll be sleeping in there. There's another bedroom. There's a couple beds up in the loft up there. But I'm in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of these woods back here in this lodge by myself. So Wes swung by here and we got a game plan of what we're going to be doing the next couple days, and I think we pretty much have everything lined out as far as what we want to do and what we want to hang tomorrow. But hopefully we'll get started on scouting a different piece of property and making a jump on it tomorrow too. So we're going to hit the ground running in the morning. We're going to get a good night's rest, get up about 5 o'clock, and he's going to be here about 6:30, and then we're going to get busy. So I'll be touching base with y'all tomorrow. Good morning, everybody. I had myself a pretty good night's rest last night. About to eat some breakfast and get to work. This morning on the menu is oatmeal and eggs mixed in. Just stir it all together. And guys, here we are, set up, fixing to start working. There's that lean-to right there that I missed that buck out of, right out there. I took y'all with me. But in September from this field, you couldn't even hardly see the stand, but he's losing this lease, so we're fixing to jerk down this lean-to and put it somewhere else. By the way, I didn't introduce y'all, but that's Wes. Wes.
Yeah.
Tell him, hey.
What's going on?
That's Wes Steele. That's the boss man. So, fixing to jerk this one down and take it to another farm. And we'll catch y'all there. Look at this. All these turnips. This is a good spot. Those bucks I saw that day come out right here. Worked our way through here. Okay, so we got a stand location picked out for this little nook. This is going to be in soybeans next year. We're going to put the stand over there in that bundle of trees right there. It's just a small little corner here that these deer use a lot. It's going to be in soybeans early season. So it's about a 35-yard shot to the top of this knoll right here if we put the stand over there. So we're just going to go get that set up right now. I killed my first velvet deer right over there. There's a stand right there. Food plot right here. All this is WRP. This is going to be soybeans. There's a deer trail right here. All that's going to be standing corn. Soybeans, standing corn, and your bow set's right up here. We're about to do some trimming here and get this spot pretty much finished up. Won't be a ton of work to do here, but some for now until he comes in here and plants. One thing I want to show y'all real quick. So there's a deer trail already here. They're going under that fence. You can see the trail, and there's a lot of deer here on that piece of barbed wire. What we're about to do is cut all these little trees out of here, and we're actually calling the landowner to ask him if we can cut this barbed wire fence just from here to here. It's just like hunting a fence gap, and you'll have a 15-20 yard shot from that tree. You got to keep in mind there's going to be a ton of cover on that tree early season. All that green's going to be in. So whenever they pass from that field to this field, they're going to come right here. He's going to have a 15-foot wide spot to cross from get to that food plot to this food plot. I really like this spot. There's the rifle set, muzzleloader or whatever. All this is WRP grown up. Here's your food plot. We're making that fence gap right there. That's gonna be soybeans. This is gonna be standing corn. We're gonna cut all this out. That way you can shoot all up in here. Bag hangers, bow hanger. Kind of a nasty swamp back in here. We suspect they're bedding, but they can bed anywhere in this WRP. This is a good spot.
If you hunted on the north and give up that overgrown thicket that's you know, halfway mature timber in there now, something's going to come out behind you and bust you.
You're gonna get busted.
Yeah, if you hunted on a south wind, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And then you give yourself all of this to hunt. You hunt, you're going to get busted from the south, and you're going to get busted from the north. It's just a matter of how quick does he get out there before he busts you. And more than likely, the does are going to get there first.
Yeah. All right, so I think we pretty much made a decision. We're going to hang a stand in that tree over yonder. There's a thicket behind us, all kinds of trails coming out back here. There's a lot of deer coming out that logging road right there. This is going to be in soybeans next year. It was in corn this year, and they killed a nice one. We're out here on this tip during rifle season. Was it this year or last year?
This year.
This year. Out of that box right up yonder. So we're going to hang a stand right there. We just saw about 30 deer in that field that's right over there. This is a lot of, how many fields are back here?
About 11.
11 fields on this particular farm. Okay, here's a look from that tree that I just told you about. I'm gonna trim this. You'll have a shot down here, all out in front of you. It's about right there to that other side of that little ditch is probably about 32 yards. It's inside 20 yards on this side. Look at what we just found.
How long has that deer been dead? There's all his hair right there.
That's this year.
I think if I recognize that deer, I don't recognize him.
Yeah, he bedded there and died. Probably.
Anybody else kill one down here?
There's the hair.
Yeah, that's what I said a minute ago. This one is hair.
Do you recognize that deer?
Trying to think, not that I know of. I don't know.
Hey,
That sucks, huh?
we're just down here. We're just down here scouting this thicket and find this dead deer. Probably somebody. Who knows? I mean, who really knows what happened to him? But you hate to find him like that. Alright, day one has come to a close as far as work goes. We got a pretty good bit accomplished. So I'm fixing to run to town and pig out on some Mexican food. So we're gonna get at it at daylight again in the morning and work till dark again tomorrow. See how much we can get done with tomorrow and go from there. So look, there's some deer out there. I wish I'd have brought my big camera, because deer everywhere eating. They hungry, boy. That's a big body too. There ain't no way I'd be able to show y'all with this GoPro. I'm sorry, I'm slacking. Well, good morning, guys. We're about to get started on day two. Oh, getting stuff ready for this coming season. It's a brisk 22, roughly 22 degrees out here. Nice frosty morning. So we're about to go to a farm, scout out a good tree. He's gonna plant a nice little clover plot in a little cut over area that we couldn't hunt last year because they were cutting trees on it. Gonna plant some clover there, and it's gonna be a field in between 3 cornfields. So we're gonna pick out a tree, then go back to the farm. Almost fell. Then we're gonna go back to the farm where we found that dead deer and do some more scouting and do some more hanging there. Okay, we got another spot ready. If you'll look behind me, see that open spot? That's gonna be planted in clover. And it's gonna be planted in that big area right there. And if you'll look behind this big tree right there, that's gonna be all in clover right there. And that's gonna pink these deer down. They're gonna enter. They're gonna enter this plot or exit right here. That's a 25-yard shot right here. And they're gonna go out, feed clover. And let me show you something else. That's a big cornfield. That'll always be corn because of the deer density down here. They just tear up these soybeans, and last time we planted soybeans, there wasn't a harvest at all. Cornfield here, cornfield there, cornfield here, strip of timber. We cut a little lane in case one decides to slip through here. You can get a shot right here, catch them coming down this road, shoot them right here. But we elected to put this stand on the back side of this tree, and all these vines and stuff, you can't see it really right now, but you'll have some good cover. Vines are gonna grow up. All these vines are gonna be green. So gonna be a good clover plot right here, and a pinch. We're probably gonna put a scrape tree somewhere right in there. That way it'll offer you a shot. You know, he'll mess around with that scrape and you get a 25-yard shot right there. Just give y'all an example of a rifle set here, or muzzleloader. There's a box right there, cornfield. That's all cut over. They're gonna be bedding up in there. Cornfield, that's gonna be soybeans. There's a railroad track right here. That's gonna be soybeans next year. But this is a high deer density farm. Like I say, this is in a tucked away bottom, and he cannot plant soybeans down here. This will always be corn. You know, not always, but as of right now, it'll always be corn, because the deer just mow down the soybeans and the farmer doesn't get a harvest whatsoever. Took a while. Cut this old limb out the way. We got a bag hanger, a bowl hanger. This is gonna be in soybeans. There's the rifle set right over there. So if you're hunting out of this stand, you'll get a shot there. And right here out in front of you, and we left a little bit of some limbs, or a good bit of cover on this tree. You got a tree right here as cover, and Clark's River is just right over there. So these deer are going to be bedded up over there, filtering out into this nook of this bean field and just feeding out in front of you. I'm happy with this spot. Wes, you like it? So this is just a finger of timber right here. Okay, and there's going to be another bean field behind you. There's just a strip of wood right here, but they should all be bedded out in front of you, by the river. We're going to another spot. Let's get out of here. We spent way too much time. I want y'all to look at that trail. Headed out to that field. Look at that trail. This is it.
Right there. Ain't hard to follow, is it?
Yep, let's follow it on in, see where it goes. More! You're gonna have to cut some more of it. Cut it closer to the tree. Okay, so we got another set home. Got us a little field right here. If you're bow hunting right here, we've been trimming. You'll have a shot right here. But the main reason we put this stand here is there's a main trail entering this field straight in front of us. There's a trail that goes right there and goes out into that what will be soybeans next year. There's another trail where Wes is trimming right now. There's a trail here. So, and there's a huge bedding area back over here across the river. So it's another good spot. But you'll have shots all up in here. In theory, you're gonna shoot that deer right there, and if you miss him there, you can actually shoot him here and possibly here. If you miss him here, you can possibly get a shot through here, and you'll be able to shoot this edge. Yeah, I can knock that dead tree over right there between me and you. Okay. And then there's one more limb right there. There you go.
Is that good
enough? To shoot that trail that you're talking about, it is. You see this double tree that's growing like this right there?
Towards you?
Yeah, there's one limb. You're looking right at it.
Okay.
So this spot's ready to go.
Right here.
Yeah.
Good?
This is where y'all killed that 160 something, ain't it?
No, 160 was right over there.
About 300 yards?
Yeah. 164 and 5/8.
164 and 5/8 was killed within 300 yards of this stand. This spot right here. In this same. Actually, he ran this way, right?
Yeah.
He ran this direction. He's probably trying to get back to that big thick. All right, we got another set home. It's in that tree right there. We're kind of pressed for time. This is going to be soybeans. This is going to be a little tucked away nook right here. There's the rifle set. there's a stand up there in that oak. Gonna be a good spot right here too. Several trails coming out in this field. Let's go move another stand and see if we can get another one. All right, guys, that's a wrap for day 2. I was able to put up another lock on in another bean field, and we're gonna go back and finish that spot up in the morning. It just needs a little trimming and bow hanger, and that's about it. But that stand's pretty much done. Tomorrow we have gonna go hang another set in a river bottom for a south wind set. Then go hang a stand in the timber for a south wind set, and then we got 3 brand new farms that he's actually never scouted yet, but he's got them leased up, and we need to run in there and scout those, and probably hang a couple sets there. Hopefully we can finish all that tomorrow. So today we only completed 4 sets. I say only, but we had a good bit of scouting and talking. Not talking, but scouting and planning, and you know, all that scouted some new areas that he's never scouted before, and scouted some old areas that he scouted before, and I wanted to see myself, and, you know, stuff like that. So kind of got a game plan, and our workload is definitely dwindling down. All right, fixing to go up to the lodge, take a shower, and pretty much go to bed because I'm tired. I just ate $20 worth of Taco Bell. Okay, so we got those 2 lock-ons, those 2 lean-tos rather, out of the woods, and headed back to where we left off yesterday at that lock-on. We're gonna finish it up, go hang a couple more sets on that farm, and then move over to 3 other farms and see if we can get into. Alright guys, we worked our tails off on this one. The only tree we could get in here was a little cherry tree. The only tree we could get in here was a little cherry tree. But we wanted to get over there. There's a big trail coming out of that bedding area right there, entering this field. Then we thought about getting over here, but there's a trail right here. You can see we cut a lane right there. All right, so this is just gonna be a small soybean field. It's probably about 70 yards wide, and probably 200 yards to that corner, maybe a little further. And then there's a big field behind me. All right, so we also cut a lane there, right there, in case he enters this field right here in this corner. You can shoot him right here. Got a lane here, shoot right there. And this is a strip of timber. That's gonna be corn. This is gonna be beans. All this is gonna be beans. You got a shot here and a shot here. It's gonna be a good spot in the road. The access is back here. You're gonna slip in all the way through, slip in all the way to the back of this stand. Easy in and out. There's a little tucked away nook right over here. Wait, sorry, right over here. I guess I'm pointing in the right area. But these deer are probably gonna come out around these cedars. There's a bunch of trails coming in, and right over there, found some good bedding right over there. So the safest option for this spot is gonna be put a stand on that tree line right over there on one of those trees, and catch you coming slipping out right here in this tucked away little nook right here. You can't see it from the road at all, nowhere. They're either gonna use this over here, I think, or back there, but that's be hard to set up on without your wind blowing into the field. Your wind's gonna be blowing into that field over there. And they're not gonna be coming from that direction because it's nothing but field all the way to the highway there. But when he comes out over here by one of the, on that wood line over there, if you hunting on that fence line, you dang near got a shot as soon as he comes out. But up, she's gonna be nice and blended in come season. Big field out yonder, several nice trails coming out right here, and if he walks the top of this ridge, you're gonna have about a 30-yard shot.
This will be in beans.
And this will be
wheat right now going into beans.
This is wheat.
This is winter wheat, yep.
And then it'll be in beans. They'll come in here about June or July and plant it. So, pretty good spot. There's several rubs and stuff up in here. And there's a ridge, a thick ridge that they're bedding up on over yonder.
This sucker right here.
All right, guys, that's gonna do it for this video. This is day 5 if you count 2 days of driving and 3 days of work. We worked for 3 days from daylight till dark, working on bow stands. A couple of those stands are universal for bow or rifle or muzzleloader. But 3 days nonetheless, from daylight till dark. I'm just doing a once over before I head home back to West Monroe, Louisiana. But we got a lot of work accomplished. Knocked a big part of Wes's workload off for him while I was here. So man, if y'all want to come up here hunting in West Kentucky at Clarks River Whitetails, you can either look them up on Facebook, or you can just get a hold of me. I don't want to leave Wes's number and all that on this video, but if it's something you're interested in, you want to talk to him or whatnot, just give me a shout out or look him up on Facebook, and you can find his contacts on there. So, but anyway, I'm fixing to get out of here. We're gonna start the journey back home. Got a 7-hour drive ahead of me. I'm ready to see my wife and my kids. I'm fixing to put this hunting mess on the dampener and spend some quality time with my family. I'm sure they've had enough, and honestly, I've had enough. I'm burnt out for a while. No more. I don't want to see a deer stand for at least a couple weeks or a couple months, whatever I decide. So appreciate y'all coming with me. Y'all hit that subscribe button, the like button, the notification bell. And I hope y'all have a good day.